We were raised, if you see a need and you can fill it, do it. I think if everybody did that, even just a little bit, it would make a huge difference. Wait. Good boy.
She's a godsend to any kind of dog that you don't think that's going to work. She'll take them. She's going to get bit in the process, but I guarantee you she'll turn that dog around.
Whether they're a companion or whether they're out there searching for drugs or bombs.
And to give an opportunity for an animal to work. I mean, it's priceless.
She loves every minute of it, I know that much. She's a lifesaver to me.
She's just doing whatever she can to save these dogs' souls.
People fall in love with these cute little puppies and they take them home not knowing exactly what they are and what they're bred to do. Pretty soon they're throwing out the dog and they end up being euthanized. Our goal was to place as many of these shelter dogs as we could in appropriate homes. And we've had 0 dogs that we haven't been able to find something that they can do.
People get them and they're going to be a throwaway dog because the dog jumped up onto the couch. I want dogs to jump onto the couch because I need them to check there for bombs, for narcotics.
The village I work for has about 3,000 people. There's not big budgets, there's not a lot of money. And for her to donate a dog, unbelievable. I wouldn't doubt if he's the only mutt I've ever heard of being a police canine. He ain't bred for it. And she trained him from a green dog. Me and Ronnie made a good connection. Julie gave us that opportunity.
It's a soul out there doing what they're meant to do and making people happy.
And once in a while, when I think about him, it gives me chills because you know what he could have been. He could have been dead.
I was in the Marines, I was in the infantry, and I have PTSD along with traumatic brain injury and alcohol and some drug addiction. I finally decided it was time for me to get sober, but without having some place to put the dogs, I didn't think it'd be a possibility. My dad called Julie up and she held them for me for almost 8 months. She didn't ask for anything. I had to fight her to buy her coffee. You know, that's the type of woman that she is.
I don't even know if I could even estimate the thousands and thousands of people that we've had interaction with. I never expected in my wildest dreams for this to grow this big. The fact that we've been able to help so many that can't speak for themselves is probably the best part of it.
She goes far and beyond out of her way to help animals. I mean, she's got, I think, 40 some animals now at her house.
She'll take them in and let them live their lives out at her house. It's a liability to her, but she sees it as a better life for them.
My garage hasn't seen a car in 15 years. My barn hasn't seen anything but dogs for just as long. I buy my ticket every week, $1 in a dream that someday, you know, I'll have the facilities that make it a lot easier. It is a major life change, but never, ever have I thought that it wasn't the right thing to do. The dogs who can't speak for themselves and can't help themselves, you know, to see them go from something just petrified of life itself and even the thought of being near a person, go to climbing all over people and loving and licking and tails wagging and stuff. Literally, a lot of them going from death row to a great successful member of society.
So Sarah, I think people are used to seeing us kind of out and about as the faces of the Community Foundation. Yeah. But the truth is that our grants touch all of us here. As you're processing all those checks, you care a lot about these grants too, don't you, John?
Absolutely. I get to learn a little bit about these programs, the lives that they impact.
I'm not sure if there's one even that is as close to your heart as Kramer.
They especially came through Julie and the foundation for my son when he needed his dogs fostered while he was seeking treatment.
It's amazing what she has been able to do.
Because she saw what the dogs did in the school buildings when she was a school resource officer, she would bring her dog to school. And she's turned it into something so much bigger.
All the videos that we've seen over the past 4 weeks just show the power that people have within themselves.
If Julie can go into an animal shelter and see animals that have been left behind and are considered unadoptable, and through her love and her attention turn them into some of the best pets or working dogs or search and rescue dogs. Imagine what we can do for people maybe that have been forgotten and maybe are considered unadoptable. What I think we understand through Good Works is there is no such thing.
I think the possibilities are endless. We could really do a lot of wonderful things.
I'm glad that these people already have started and have shown us the way.